Avasthatraya Viveka by Sri Devrao Kulkarni. We have already seen two sessions. Today's is the third session in this. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Dr. Krishnamurti Shastri, Dambe Punacha, Karnataka, India. So, today's is the third session, how to realize the true nature of Brahman. To realize the true nature of Brahman, here five steps are adopted according to the methodology of Vedanta, that is superimposition and recession, adhyaropa and apavada. Elaborating the superimposed waking state as a whole, the superimposed factors, that is Vaishwanarapada, Vaishwanarapada, etc., are first described in a precise and comprehensive manner as depicted above. Second, pointing out the true nature of the self as beyond the waking state and bereft of the waking state and untouched by the waking state on the firm ground of the comprehensive vision of life based on universal appearance, that is a universal acceptance, that is by discriminative analysis of constancy and variability, that is by noting the continuity of persistence of the Atman in all the three states as the residual factor Anvaya, and adventitious and ephemeral nature of the waking state, the not self, as a differentiating factor Vyatireka. Third one, the self is the substratum of the waking state, and there is no other source apart from this true nature of the self for the waking state, that is the very existence of the waking state itself is borrowed from the true nature of the pure being, which is the self. So there is no independent existence of the waking state apart from the self. This is evident for all that one's own being is continuing in deep sleep state, bereft of waking state, while there is no experience as such apart from one's own being of the existence of the waking state. Hence, the waking state is mere appearance, and the self is the essence and only the truth. Fourth one, whenever the waking state occurs in the self, it is pervaded by the self completely, just as the Vinayaka, Ganesha, or Garuda Murti that appears in the clay, that is which is made up of clay, is fully pervaded by the clay. When one sees this all pervasiveness of the self, then for him the waking state is falsified. Fifth one, the final stage is the firm conviction that the all pervading consciousness is the only reality. At this time, the aspirant intuits the non dual nature of Brahman as his own self. When we discriminate the waking state and its substratum, that is the self, and draw the judgment or conclusion as said above, we will realize that even when we had taken the view that there is the world and there is the self only, the non dual self remains. If in the example of the Vinayaka made of clay mentioned above, the clay and the Vinayaka are not two separate entities. The clay itself is appearing in the form of Vinayaka. Hence, the clay is non dual one, even though it appears in the form of Vinayaka. Similarly, the self appears in the form of waking state without undergoing any change in his true nature. So, there is no real distinction, such as the self is one and waking state is the second. So, the self is non dual one. All these discriminating activities pertain to the me notion alone. When we have lost the identification with the I notion and take a stand in the true nature of our being, then there is no complaint regarding the word or concept of waking state. At this stage, we will realize the non duality of the self. For this purpose, Vaishwanara, Vaishwanaratva is attributed in self, that is, in the waking state. To remove the notion of individuality, the Vedanta has attributed the Vaishwanarahood to the self. After that, pointing out the non dual nature of the self, the previous attribution of Vaishwanarahood is also removed. At this stage, the Vaishwanara himself remains as Turiya. So, Vaishwanara, Taijasa, Prajna, respectively, in waking state, dream state, and deep sleep. So, in Turiya, means all beyond all these three. This is said by Shankara in this connection. When one cognizes that the whole waking state resides in me and I am the substratum of the waking world, then he will realize the non dual nature of the self as well as the cessation of the waking world. एवंच सति सर्वप्रपंचोपशमे अद्वैत सिद्धि सर्वभूतस्थश्च आत्मा एको दृष्टः स्यात् सर्वभूतानि च आत्मनि. Mandukya Bhashya 3. The Vedantic viewpoint is most subjective and relied on the universal acceptance and comprehensive vision of life. So, the meaning of this one is Evancha Sati. In this way, Sarva Prapanchopashami Advaita Siddhi. When we realize that all this whole creation or universe is false, then the non dual nature of its substratum, the Atma or Brahma, is achieved or realized. Advaita Siddhi. सर्वभूतस्थश्च आत्मा एकः दृष्टः स्यात्. Atma, the non-dual spirit or soul present in all the beings, is realized. Sarvabhutani cha atmani. In the same way, all the beings are present in the Atma or Brahma or self or soul is also seen or realized. Hence, the conclusion that arises through this method remains unshaken. All other sciences do not have this idea of the witnessing principle of life, which is the substratum of the whole waking state. So, this fourth viewpoint of examining the waking state from the standpoint of Vedantic teaching is quite unique one. Next, 4 aspects of dream state. This is chapter 2. I think we will see this in the next session. Hare Rama, Sri Shankararpitamastu. Om Tat Sat.